Something I see all the time is a patient asking me about recurrent infections. And it's actually not that easy to know which test to do, because if you're in a country like Australia or the UK, all of the tests will be paid for by government. But in South Africa, you have to fork out money for every single test that the doctor does. And you always have to think, are you going to be very thorough, or are you going to save the patient money? Because you can have a pap smear, and a pap smear costs like maybe 180 Rand at the lab. But if you do an HPV, which is an STI test, on the pap smear, it's another 500 odd. Then, for STIs, sexually transmitted infections, you actually need a dry swab like this. And this can be between 500 and 1,500 Rand for this little swab. Then you can also check for STIs on urine, or you can check for just recurrent bladder infections on urine. Some people think they have an STI and then it's just a normal bladder infection, but this test will also be probably between 350 and 750. And then a normal MCNS, which is what the doctor will send away if you think that you have, for instance, a candida or a bacterial vaginosis, this is another 750 Rand. So you can hear when a patient comes in and says, test me for everything, just on the samples that I can take from their genitals, I can already make them spend a few thousand Rand. Then we haven't done blood tests. We haven't checked for syphilis, for hepatitis B, for HIV. So it is a little bit complicated, and that's why we think it's a good idea to come in and actually have a conversation with a doctor who knows a lot about this and who can guide you to make the right decisions, to do the right test. The last thing that you want to do is not get tested for things that you need to get tested for, but not many people can afford to just do everything. So let's have a conversation about it.